$30. That's how much some companies will pay for a 30-second Super Bowl ad this year. Google, however, is not one of them, but they are running its YouTube ad blitz. Fans can vote on their favorite Super Bowl ads there. I spoke with Google's Senior Vice President of Ad Sales, Tim Armstrong. Well, Tim, let's talk about the ad blitz. What exactly is that?
Sure. The ad blitz is a very simple concept. It allows consumers to vote on the advertisements during the Super Bowl they like the most. And what we'd love to have people do is, watch the game, go to YouTube, and vote.
These companies are already spending $30 million for a 3-second spot. What sort of value added does the ad blitz give them?
It does numerous things for the advertiser. One, it allows the consumer to, in many cases, preview what the ads might be about. So if you take a customer like E-Trade, they have actually put their outtakes for their ad up this year, and they're bringing back the E-Trade Baby, which many people are familiar with. So there's kind of a pre-game ability for the advertisers. And then after the game's over with, it allows people to continue to watch the ads and interact with the ads. And I think you mentioned there was 20 million views last year. So what it does is extends their ad dollars. It's not just about the game, it's about the pregame and the postgame.
And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people watch the Super Bowl just for the ads to begin with. Believe it or not, my 12-year-old son, he's so excited about the Super Bowl just for the ads. 20 million views, what do you expect this year?
Well, first of all, we like your son because we like people who like advertising. But we don't know what the expectation is going to be this year. I think that we're excited that it's Pittsburgh and Arizona, team out west. So, advertising should be very strong at the Super Bowl this year. And a lot of the advertisers actually have done some fairly neat creative for the Super Bowl. So I think we'll hopefully get more views this year than last year.
Speaking of advertising, in general, we just had Yahoo's earnings not too long ago, pretty bad on the advertising side. And this is sort of an industry-wide situation. How is Google faring with respect to advertising, and where do you see it going from here? Sure.
So we're doing really three things at Google. One is we're spending a lot of time with our customers, and I think what you see from customers is they see an opportunity to really gain, market share. If you're an auto company, getting an extra share, 1% share is worth $1 billion. So I think we see some customers being aggressive, and we're spending time with them. The second thing we've done is really focused on the core, the products and services that are actually going to help our customers out the most. And then the third thing is basically, trying to plan through this year into the recovery. And, I think a lot of people are becoming more optimistic about what the opportunity for advertising is once the recovery happens. And nobody knows when it's going to happen, but we're really trying to make plans around that time period.
Talk about viral ads and this whole viral situation. Do you see a point where perhaps Google will sort of set up a rival to the Super Bowl, or it will be an alternative option for people looking to grab the eyeballs, even on a day like Super Bowl day?
Yeah, I think, the one thing that YouTube does specifically, and Google, I think, is a very support-based approach to the Super Bowl. And I think that, Super Bowl captures a big mind share, and the Super Bowl itself is generally associated with television, but there's kind of a digital bowl that happens around. And I think that, Google won't be ever in a position, I think, to replace but we'll be in a position to really support it through YouTube and other products and services. I think the answer is yes.
Okay. And they handle those companies that may not be able to afford $1 zillion on a Super Bowl ad.
Right. You can still capture a lot of football interest and feel like you're part of the Super Bowl by participating in the products and services that we have.
Tim Armstrong, thanks a lot.
Hey, Charles,
appreciate
thanks for having us
on. That was an interesting kind of take on Google, something different there, right?
Yeah. Well, Google keeps coming up with new and innovative ways to capitalize on pop culture.
That's part of their plan to take over the world. All right, and now moving